Diehard State of Mind is back. Shout out to State. We're about to talk about some preseason stuff, a little bit about the Indiana. See Quickly's on the thumbnail there. I hope you appreciate the little Kyrie Irving and Ben Simmons picture there. But here we go. Diehard State of Mind. Let's get busy. State. What's up, State?
You funny as hell. Yo, every team is crumbling around us. That is so funny. That's fun. The Knicks is so boring.
Yeah, we the only ones doing the right thing. It seemed like.
Oh man.
So which atrocity you want to talk about first?
Let's get let's talk about Kyrie, man.
Let's talk about Kyrie.
Because I don't like he plays in New York. This is one of the largest markets in America, and he's not going to be able to play at home games, right? So for 82 games, reporters is going to be asking Durant and Harden, how many games will Kyrie play? Is Kyrie available tonight? And how long do you think that's going to last?
I'm telling you, the New York reporters, they're going to turn the wrath on them now. They'll be like, oh, so how does it feel to be ready to play every single game? But meanwhile, Kyrie Irving is over there, sitting in his car, listening to the Die Knicks podcast right now, listening to State of New York's podcast while you're playing the game.
Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know. That's a distraction, man. It's a good distraction, then it's a bad distraction. I say good because he's standing on what he believe in. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say like he's not completely wrong for what he believe in. But at the same time, it's like you're affecting your teammates, like people who pay money to go see you.
Yeah.
And let's say you go around your teammates, like you could possibly catch COVID and transmit it to them. So it's like I don't know, man. It's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose situation if you care about your paycheck.
Yeah, but paycheck aside, like you said, everything else involved. You alienate your teammates. Like you can't possibly be a good teammate after this. Because like everybody's in training camp busting their ass. They just announced that the Nets training facility is considered an office. So now he's allowed to train there. You know what I'm saying? He's allowed to practice with the team. Because the practice facilities is an office now. So it's all these mandate rules are so stupid. It's unbelievable. But like, how does this end? What do you think is the end game with this? Because it's going to end. So how do you think this ends for Kyrie in Brooklyn?
I think he's going to get traded. I'm dead serious too. I dead think he's going to get traded.
So like to who though? Because I mean, I'm looking at the market. There are some players available. What do you think?
Here's the thing. I don't know because he said if he does get traded, he's retired. So what you gonna do? You kind of stuck with him. If you think about it, like he literally has them in a bind right now. Like you kind of stuck with Kyrie because I'm not trading for no guy who's gonna retire.
If he announces it shout out to everybody in the chat here. You got Knicks for life and Geraldine right here at the moment. Knicks for life. He says he announces retirement. If he announces his retirement, the Nets are not obligated to pay his contract because he's retired now. So that'll be the end of his end of the money. He's not going to get his contract. He's retired.
Oh, so if he retired, he still can't get the rest of his contract?
No, the contract is dead. Like if he comes out of retirement, then the contract kicks back in.
Oh.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's how it goes. Because I'm just going about the past. Other players have stepped away or whatever they were. I forgot who it was. Say Kevin Johnson or something like that. Like they had retired, and when they came back, they just picked up on the same contract that they had. whatever. I really don't know how it goes, and I'm not looking it up either because this is like so crazy. Because my thing is like the Nets knew that he wasn't coming, that he wasn't vaccinated. He knew he wasn't ever gonna get vaccinated, right? So this should have been nipped in the bud a long time ago.
Mm.
You can't stranglehold the whole NBA and like you said, the franchise, the team, the fan base. You can't stranglehold everybody just because of this. You know.
Yeah, that's it, yo. Especially like I'm not saying, listen, I don't want to come off as being selfish because you're talking about another human being,
Hmm.
and you want to separate the basketball player from the human being, and you gotta. But Kyrie also gotta understand that it's people who they work every day for this, and they're paying. I don't know how much Nets tickets cost, but I know they're cheaper than Knicks tickets. I know that.
Yeah.
But people are paying premium prices for just to come and see you play, and you're not playing at home games. And then on top of that, your team is trying to win the championship. You have Kevin Durant on your team, one of the best offensive players ever. You have James Harden on your team, and James Harden looks healthy. So I don't know. That's bad. That's bad. But he gotta stand up for what he believes in. I mean, if he gonna lose money, then I mean, I
But he's rich. He has the platform and stuff. So he was asking for privacy. To respect my privacy. But it's not privacy if everything that we said. Your stranglehold. You got the team by the balls. You got the franchise by the balls. You also got the NBA by the balls too because this is the product. You got the whole product on just hanging on the edge based on this. So you need to say something. You didn't like if you're gonna have this stance, at least explain what the stance is and say what the end game is or what would it take for you to play. You got to say something. You can't just not say anything. I just don't think that's right. Because I mean, like, because as a human being, you're allowed to do what you want for your own body and stuff like that, which is no problem. But like I said, if that's your stance, then you should have worked that out a long time ago. And now at the moment where everybody's waiting, people don't went and bought their jerseys and stuff, getting ready for opening night. They got the Kyrie jerseys ready and play and whatever. There's a lot of stuff, not just, there's a lot of money, like we've been saying, involved in this, man. So, it's irresponsible on his part because I mean, like I said, he's allowed to stand up, but sitting on the sidelines talking about, yo, give me my privacy is like, come on, man. That's to me, that's immature, man.
when you signed up to play basketball, you didn't sign up for privacy. Well, you can have privacy, but it takes a lot to have privacy when you're famous. But you signed up for that, so a lot of your life is under the microscope. A lot of people can see what you do every day. Um, People can sneak pics and all that while you walking amongst the crowd. So that's on Kyrie, man. You signed up for that. So I mean, if you don't want to get the vaccine, I mean, he don't have to get the vaccine, but you ain't gonna be playing. You gonna miss out on a lot of money, and your teammates is damn sure not gonna win the championship without you. So
Yeah, and then if you get to the playoffs, he still can't play, at home. So how does that help the team? What does that say for the NBA if a guy's going to be a part-time player, only play on away games? That what does that say for the NBA? You can't have that. You can't have guys saying that, okay, I'm gonna just be part-time. I don't care. I don't care if you don't pay me certain games because I'm making $40 million a year. So if I play half my games, that means that means I got a $20 million contract. Oh well, sounds good for me. I still got my money.
if
And I could take days off when I want.
if David Stern was the commissioner, he laughed. Oh, may God rest his soul. If David Stern was the commissioner, what you think would have happened?
He would have called like his version of the Sopranos, and they would have tied his ass up and freaking like they would have put the vaccine in that cat, and it wouldn't be no problems, man.
I
Man,
I ain't gonna lie. I think Stern would have probably kicked him out the league.
he might have, yeah.
I think Stern would have kicked him out the league. I'm not gonna lie to you. Adam Silver is a good guy. I think Stern would have. And you want to know something crazy? Isn't Kyrie Irving like the lead NBA like? Um, don't he lead them in something like the Players Association? Ain't one of their leaders or something?
Something like that. I don't know. I gotta look that up. But
That's
he's but everybody looks up to him though. His peers, everybody looks up to him. You know.
I don't know what's going to happen. That's tough. They in the bind. They in the,
Yeah, it's not right, man. Imagine if Julius Randle said, "I'm not getting vaccinated." So now we got a part-time Julius Randle. Like, what the hell? You know, how do you get past that? You can't. I don't know how you move on because it's different because these guys are like mega superstars. But then they already have two other superstars. So people are already talking about it like, oh well, we got Durant and Harden. We could win with them. So people are already dismissing it. Like, so it's okay for Kyrie to come in when he feels like it. That's not right, man. That shouldn't be.
nah. And if he was a Nick, you already know what we'd be saying.
Yo,
We would be in total agreement too. Yo, get this man up out of New York.
I would have to get a censor button, man, for all the stuff that we were saying boo, 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 the whole freaking night. Yeah, like our, content creating would be such a drag if this was happening to us right now. You
Yeah,
know,
because we would have to be talking about it though for like an hour and try to understand what type of science this man needs in front of his face in order to understand like it's more important than you
yeah,
at the end of the day. So
yeah, man. But it's relevant because we're talking about the Nets, but it's still relevant because it's the New York market, and it can't like we cannot understate how devastating this would be if we would have signed him. Because we, like I said, we were close to doing that according to all the media reports and stuff. So if this was us, like it would have been so bad right now. We would just be it would be the same old Knicks, and everybody would be going crazy all over TV. It would just be too much. It would be like an incident that would destroy the fan base at that point. Because we've been through so much. We've been waiting for thing. So this would have been like the only thing we've never been through, and I think this would have broke a lot of people if this was us.
yeah, it would have. It would have. I mean, yeah, that would have broke the fan base because it's like, yo, Randall, what's up? and then I told you, I said, yo, Diehard, we gonna know soon if all the Knicks players is vaccinated. I say we gonna know soon because it's gonna be publicized, and I don't know if in the New York market in those venues they're gonna allow people who's not vaccinated inside those venues. So long and behold, what happened? Everybody's vaccinated. that,
Yeah, you got to make a decision. This guy Wiggins, he tried to play like the but we talked about that too. It's like a little bit immature. Like you trying to play like the religion thing, but you're not religious. So you're trying to play that stupid game. You're trying to get religious exemption. Or I don't want to work Saturdays. Because I want to be in a club. So I would say, yeah, I'm freaking like Jewish. You know what I'm saying? I got the freaking Shiva, whatever. Whatever the fuck they do. I got something to do there. Like, come on, man. You know.
yo, I see the meme, bro. And they say Andrew Wiggins talking to Adam Silver with the vaccine. And they had dude talking in Arabic, bro. Oh my
with a kufi on and all that. He had a kufi on too.
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. Guys at my job try to do that too, man. They try to get weekends off, because they ain't got no time on the job, so they try to get weekends off. So they'll bust out and be like, "Yo, I got like choir practice or something like that." Meanwhile, they on Facebook in the clubs on Facebook. Yeah.
You can't use your sick time for that.
Nah, man. But people get caught out there. But like, say like a regular job like that, you get caught out there, somebody snitch on you on Facebook, you're gonna lose your job. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't be different for these NBA players.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, the Nets is in a tough situation, and may God bless them because if Kyrie was a Knick, I'll be telling you right now to ship him out of town. And the Nets got a chance to win the championship. Man, I don't know. Like it sounds selfish for me to say, well, you got to get the vaccine because your team could win a championship. Well, a trophy means more than the vaccine. So now you questioning somebody's morals. See,
Yeah.
you see how like you can't really. Like,
Well, he threw morals out there. You know how I think this is gonna end. I think after a while, and it gets all the drama gets built up because I think Kyrie Irving's trying to build this drama. As soon as it gets at its peak, he's gonna bust out and do a news conference, like like LeBron and the decision. He's gonna go on ESPN or something like that, or I don't know. He's gonna go on some platform and he's gonna be, hey guys, I've decided to make my decision to get the vaccine because I know I'm letting a lot of people down and I'm putting my principles away for the sake of basketball. He watch. There's gonna be some fucking bullshit. I can see it, man. He's gonna make it all about him, and then he's gonna look like a hero.
Kyrie crazy,
Yeah,
man. He wouldn't have played. Yeah, yeah, Audie, you damn right. I already said that. If David Stern was alive, may God rest his soul. Kyrie would be out the league. I'm telling you, because he ain't hearing that. And matter of fact, if David Stern was the commissioner, Zion would be in New York, and he would have instituted the whole He'd have instituted the vaccine mandate in the NBA the day the vaccine came out. Dead serious, knowing how he rolled. Wow.
yeah, he's a gangster. Yeah, right now I can see them uploading, David Stern's like what do you call brain into like a computer chip, just like on What If when they downloaded that dude into that bow and arrow. I can see
Yeah,
that them doing that.
they need to, god damn it. Because if David Stern was alive, man, K, who had a bad record last year? K would have been in Houston. I'm telling you that right now. He only sent in the top prospects to large markets.
Yo, so what about like John Wall for Kyrie Irving? Do you think that will fly?
No, he's gonna retire. I'm telling you, bro. You think I'm not?
Yo,
I'm not gonna play with him when I heard that.
Yo, but if he's gonna retire, then do it because then the Nets can apply for like probably like some kind of exemption or something, and they give him some bread, and they'll be able to salvage that roster spot because they need to get the talent, to compensate, for missing on a guy like Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? So something's gonna have to give. They're gonna have to do something with that. So I would call this bluff and say, listen, if you're gonna retire here, look, we're gonna trade you to like Sacramento or something like that, and see what happens. See what you do.
That's crazy. Ain't It's crazy because they could definitely get a nice trade package for Kyrie Irving, but nobody going to trade for him because he's going to retire.
Yeah.
And I'm not trading for Kyrie Irving. I don't care what nobody say. If I'm another team, I'm not trading for him.
All right. Well, let's transition to Ben Simmons. What do you think about Ben Simmons and this guy Kyrie? That would be a good straight up trade, right?
That's a
Good
great
football.
that's a great trade for both teams. It solves a lot of problems for both teams. But here's the issue: Kyrie will retire.
That would be crazy. Because I mean, like you say that, but let's say if they do orchestrate the trade, he keeps threatening it, and then the trade goes through, and then he really does retire. Then you screwed another franchise now. You know? So like I said, he has a stranglehold on the whole league right now. Because of course the Nets are going to want to trade, but if he's threatening to retire and he actually does retire, now the other team is screwed. So I'm like, damn, man, I don't know.
Kyrie, I don't know. Kyrie crazy. Kyrie, he crazy. I don't know what we're gonna do with him, but that's a great trade, Kyrie, for Ben Simmons. But I know that's not going to happen. And I know you wanted to. I know you talked about the Ben Simmons to Indiana and Ben Simmons for Karis LeVert and Malcolm Brogdon. It's cool. It's a it's a solid trade for Philly, but the problem with that trade is that don't make Philly a championship contender.
Yeah, but not doing anything is not going to make him a championship contender either.
Here's the problem. Now, see, we going into a deeper issue because usually teams that want to trade a guy like Ben Simmons, they're like ready to tank, and Philly not ready to tank. Um they still got Joel Embiid. So I don't know. That's gonna be a tough setup.
Yeah.
So that's a tough sell.
Well, I wanted to do the whole I want to throw this at you. Ben Simmons, all this stuff is happening. So the team that did it right with this situation was the Knicks when they handled Kristaps Porzingis, because Kristaps, they could have did the same thing. They could have been like, I don't want to play for the Knicks again. We're never gonna play for the Knicks, and the Knicks could have did the same thing and waited to the end, called a bluff, and see what happens. And then training camp, it would have been the same thing like this, Ben Simmons situation. But the Knicks, now in hindsight, is smart because they traded as soon as he came into the office. He was traded before he got downstairs, bro. You know what I'm saying? before they got in their cab, to go back to their hotel room, he was already traded.
I think he got traded the night before. Honestly, I think that's serious because I was at the game when Dennis Smith Jr. dropped the triple double. I remember that game like it was yesterday. I had the good. I don't know what this cheeseburger is, Diehard, in Madison Square Garden. It had some sweet onions. I swear to God, I had sweet onions. I think I had mayo, pause, barbecue sauce. I don't
Mayo's
know.
good, man.
Mayo is good, but I don't know what the hell this cheeseburger was, dog. That was the best cheeseburger I ever had in my life. I gotta find that cheeseburger opening night. I don't know what that cheeseburger is. Sweet onions, but
Maybe because it costs like $50. That's why. It's delicious ass cheeseburger.
It was like 18. I ain't gonna lie. It was like 18. But getting to the point, Porzingis was like dapping him up. He was looking at him. He was waving to Luca. I'm like, why are they fraternizing with the enemy? So he was traded the night before.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so too. Because they was like too chummy, and then they kind of leaned to each other, said something to each other, and then they started laughing, and then they walked off like whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? But the Knicks did it right though. Like if he wanted out, they just got rid of him immediately. There was no long, prolonged drama bullshit. They just got rid of him, and then we moved on. So moving on led us to this point now. So shout out to like the teams we're mentioning. We're talking about Philly, and we're talking about the Brooklyn Nets. They should have nipped that in the bud in the beginning. But predict, take a chance, predict what's going to happen and whatever, and then plan your off season. You have to act accordingly. You have to do what's they always say. You got to do what's best for the team, do what's best for the player, whatever. So I think they dropped the ball on both teams. They should have did what was best for their franchise.
Yeah.
Because now it looks crazy now. Now everything is out in the open. Ben Simmons' trade value is crazy now. Who wants to take on a guy that's not afraid to disappear on the team?
I told he should have got traded last summer. Honestly, should have got traded last summer. They always say you don't trade a year too late because then you end up like Philly. This is so. How you going to trade Ben Simmons, get equal value back for him, and then still expect for Embiid to play 82 games?
Yeah. You put, like they with our guys, they always keep talking about accountability and stuff like that. How do you implement accountability on your team when all this stuff is happening? The thing with Kyrie also, to add to it, like as soon as I saw him go down the court with the sage burning, I would have been like, this guy got to go. I got to trade this guy off this roster because somebody like him, he's just like so away, like I guess like the money made him that way because he wasn't like that in the beginning of his career. Now all of a sudden that he has all the success and I guess this money's coming in, now he's feeling himself like that. He feel like he could do what he wants to do. But you got to remember the essence of what this is. This is basketball. So you got to bring it back to the essence and look at it that way. They always talk about the business of basketball and this, that, and the other. There's a lot of other factors involved, man. But when it comes to the basic reason why you're here, you can't forget about that.
Oh man, these guys, man. They're just destroying their organizations, man. I cannot believe what I'm seeing with Ben Simmons. Like, he got fined $300K plus. I'm never going back to that Phillies organization. You took $300K for me? Nah, I'm not. They got to trade him. I don't know who they're gonna trade him for. I don't know what they're gonna trade him for. I think what's gonna happen is no.
Yeah.
I don't see. I don't see that happening. But I think what's gonna happen is they. I think he's gonna hold out, yo. I think they're not gonna play that series, dog. I think they're not gonna get. They're not gonna find a good trade for him because nobody's giving him good value for Ben Simmons.
Yo, that's a lot of money though. He had just signed that contract, so he didn't even. It's like he's on child support already. He didn't even see not even one check out of that new contract, and it's already like in the trash already, man. It's like crazy. I don't
Uh,
know, man. It's just ugly, man. Like you can't beat around the bush. You gotta let the franchise know, because I feel like if he would have said that in the beginning and said, "Listen, I'm dead ass not coming back next year," y'all got to do something instead of playing that thing. We're giving the franchise a chance to talk you down. He put it out there like they can have a conversation. You know, so
yeah.
I mean that's not good either.
I mean, he he could have quietly told him. There was rumors like last summer that they was trying to trade Ben Simmons and they couldn't find a good trade partner for him.
Yeah,
So Ben Simmons is acting like a baby, but you got to blame the organization because they allowed him to act like a baby. They empowered him, so
yeah.
he's using his power. And on top of the fact that they just built trash rosters around him, you should have never fired Hinkie. And I always said that they should have kept Sam Hinkie.
Well, with all the stuff we're talking about, the money and stuff, as soon as these guys get these contracts, all of a sudden crazy things happen, right? So the Knicks right now, we don't have anybody that's making nowhere near that money, and it seems like we got a bunch of stand-up guys. So what happens to the point when we start getting guys on that level? Because every year we keep talking about, a lot of fans, they say, "Oh, we should sign this guy, sign that guy. Should we get the cap space to get this guy, that guy?" But if we do get them, this is the thing we have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like Bradley Beal, for instance, right? Bradley Beal signed like a $40-something million contract. If we sign Bradley Beal, he's that type of guy that would do something like this, based off of what he was doing and for his own franchise, the Wizards, you know, acting out and stuff like that, not coming back on defense and all that type of thing.
I remember the game where I remember the game he was pouting on the sideline. I think he was sitting on the scorer's table or something. I just remember him pouting. Hey,
Yeah. During the game, though.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
remember
he
him
was doing that
pouting.
shit during the game.
He's not a good leader, and he's not vaccinated, so he damn sure can't be on my Knicks.
Yo, yo, could you imagine? Let's say if Steve Mills was here and all that, and they just threw the bag at Beal, and the Beal decided to come over here, we would be in the Kyrie situation with Bradley Beal.
Yeah, yeah, because that's a lot of money you got to trade, and if they want out, it's like I, I don't know. I don't know Philly. That's on them. They should have thought about that before they signed Ben Simmons. You supposed to trade him before signing him.
Yeah, well, that's what they get. All these guys, they're star searching. We got killed all these years for not getting the right star, not being able to track free agents, man. But look what happens. Look at other people now. Now he's stuck. You can't get around it. Like the Nets are lucky because they got two other Hall of Famers on the roster, and they did well drafting that dude, Cam, whatever his name is, that they just drafted. He's going to be really good. They got a bunch of guys on that
Cam
roster.
Thomas.
Yeah, Cam Thomas, he's going to be good, man. So they're very lucky in that way to keep getting this young talent and stuff, man. But it finally came back to get them, because they've been star searching since they came to Brooklyn. Every year trying to get more and more stars to outdo the Knicks, and it finally came back to bite them.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about young players, man. I seen James Booknight. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be good. He's going to be good, man. Like I said, I wish I could be a scout so I could get access to these games. Because I mean, looking at Boat Knight and watching him do, he got all pro games, man. The way that he shoots, whatever, like he's like anticipate the defense doing whatever. So he has a game in such a way where he could put you on an island where you can't get to his jump shot.
Yeah.
And
He's smooth. I'm like, yo, why is his handle? He got the ball on the string. I'm like, yo, his handle, he's all right. I'm
yeah,
like,
he's going to be
oh
good.
man, Grimes got his work cut out for him. I can't wait to see Grimes uh, tomorrow because I know he didn't. I know last game he came in only for like 4 or 5 minutes. On top of the fact that Quickly didn't he didn't see the ball from Quickly. So
Yeah, I think the next game against Washington, I think you're gonna see a lot of guys on getting rest. Not rest, but like getting other guys getting a longer look. I think against Washington, and then because we only got 4 games, man. So against Washington, they have a young team also. So it would be nice to let the young guys play against the young guys. Then after that, we got a long break, and then basically like 2 games back to back against the Pistons and the Wizards again. On the 13th and the 15th, and then we start the season. So I think those 2 games are going to be like almost regular season games for the Knicks. I think.
I think I think the third game going to be like a regular season game, and then the fourth game you rest.
The fourth one.
Yeah, because it's like a back to back.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I get that, but Tom
Last year,
Thibodeau.
but last year Tom Thibodeau let all the kids play the fourth game of preseason last year.
Yeah, he did do that. Well, he also didn't have a choice because Dennis Smith was straight ass. Dennis Smith Jr. was ass. Freaking Quickly. That's when Quickly broke out that last game, that last preseason game last year.
Yeah, yeah. Dennis Smith Jr. was bad.
Yeah, I feel sorry for that kid, man, because I mean, he did average 15 points a game in Dallas. You know, he averaged 12 points in Dallas. Also, he averaged 12 when he came over to from in the trade or whatever. He actually was playing decent. So how you go from that to actually being nothing in the NBA right now?
I don't know. I guess you only work on jumping high. You don't work on the basics. You gotta work on the basics of the game. He play. He don't have no playmaking vision. He don't play with no heart. He's way better than what he shows. I think that's what's most disappointing.
The ego, man. Ego was a motherfucker. Having an ego.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes that shit can go out of control. You think you're better than you are. It's crazy.
Yeah, he looked like he got an ego too. So I'm not even too concerned about that. I'm just glad that these guys is off my team. I ain't got to worry about that no more. And it is mental with DSJ. A lot of people can't play in the Garden.
Well, he can't play in Detroit neither. Is he even on an NBA team right now, Dennis Smith Jr.?
He's on Portland.
Oh shit! He ain't making that team. Portland got a lot of players over there.
Yeah, they do. I don't know, man. You got to work on shooting. Shooting is you got to shoot the ball, man.
Yeah. So what do you think about that game against Indiana? Because I did the halftime, the crunch time. I was waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't pop in. You had something to do or whatever. But what was your thoughts? What were your thoughts on the game?
I like the game. It's funny because it felt like Randall only took 5 shots and he took 14 shots, the same as RJ. And I'm like, Evan Fournier is really good. he's really good at basketball. So this is what it feels like to have another wing who could run pick and rolls and space the floor. The 2-man game with Evan Fournier and Julius Randle is gonna be something to watch.
Yo, did you freaking lose it when you saw that? When you saw them going back and forth?
Yeah, I was like, wait, that's something new.
Yeah, even that 50-win season when we had Melo and J.R. Smith, they didn't even do that then.
No.
I can't even remember the last time we had 2 players that could do 2-man like that. Yeah, not even they didn't run a play. It was just Julius Randle 1-on-1, a little superficial screen. Make a move, it don't work, give it to Fournier. Make a move, it don't work, give it. They just was playing. They basically playing 2-on-2, like in the park.
Yeah, I like the way. I love the way Evan Fournier played. He played well. He played well, but I can see his value and I see the fit on the team. So that was a great pickup by Leo Rose, even though it was a little bit of overpay, but I can understand. And he's like 6'7", so him and RJ is interchangeable. Kemba's going to be Kemba. I like Kemba on the court is just such a blessing. Like, that was the first time I could watch offense in the first 5 minutes of a Knicks game without losing my mind in 2 to 3 years. That was beautiful to watch.
Yeah. Every time he got the ball, you felt like that there would never ever be a drought again. As long as Kemba is on the court, there would never be a drought again. Because all you got to do is give him a BS screen, and he's open. He's gonna hit that mid range jump shot.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah. But it's the on court coach thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you need those type of guys, man. That's going to talk to him. You see how Kemba was talking to RJ. You see how RJ was going up to him, talking to him. You see how he was talking to Julius Randle. So and Randle was playing off ball. He didn't hold the ball too much. I didn't see him playing that point guard bullshit from last year. Nothing. That was great to see. Like, you know what that means? He got a point guard he respects.
Not only that, the Fournier thing, one thing I would say about Julius Randle, he had that moment that when you get let's say I can't really describe it, but he just was aware that he had good players with him. When you're playing with guys that are really good, now you come down the court, now you're like, okay, well, I don't want to just jack this up, or I don't want to do this or that. I got guys that really could play, so I want to try to get them involved. So you kind of take away from what you're doing. So that's going to be the dynamic, though. Like Julius Randle still need to be Julius Randle, but having those weapons next to him, that's gonna be incredible, man. I cannot wait to play. Here's another thing too. They isolated Taj Gibson a couple times. When Taj Gibson went 1-on-1, the reason why he was able to do that because you can't double team nobody else.
No, you can't. You got shooters everywhere. So
Yeah,
it's fun to see, but god damn, can I see Obi at the 5 tips?
you might get your wish tomorrow night, man.
I hope so.
But from watching him last night, do you think that he could play the 5?
Yo, even, yo, even, yo, even, yo, even if I wanted to lie, I couldn't. Cause I tried, but Obi looked good. He was banging on the boards, but I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough. Like guys like Sean Marion played the 5. Like he had a strong upper base. Draymond Green, Montrez, but not Montrez against somebody like Anthony Davis or a great big, but Montrez against somebody small ball big.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I tell you one thing. He was busting. What's this guy? O'Shea Brissett. He was busting his ass. That was the only guy that he could really play against.
yeah, yeah, he's killing young ball. But he's supposed to do that though. Taj got footwork. Taj always had good footwork.
No, I'm talking about Obi. Obi had. I think that was the guy that was guarding Obi. That when Obi had that big move, where, that's the thing too. It took Obi like half the court to do that whole move. He started at like the corner, and he ended up in the opposite corner. Next thing you know, he was at the foul line, and then he was ended up in the paint. That's a lot of space that he needs to get a shot off. You know.
Yeah, spin move, spin move. I'm like, oh, okay, footwork. And
Yeah.
Obi took it coast to coast too. I'm like, oh, okay, you've been watching Julius Randle, huh?
Yeah.
Kenyon Martin played the 5. That's nice, Eric.
Yeah, but Kenyon Martin.
Kenyon Martin, but that's
Kenyon Martin was a savage beast, man. That dude was bugged out. He's still bugged out.
yeah,
Remember you had that nervous tick whenever he talk, he'd be like, like in the middle of an interview. It was like, what the fuck? You all right? Did you just go through the Matrix one time or something?
Kenyon Martin was he. I can't compare Obi to Kenyon Martin, man. Come on, man. You know who Kenyon Martin is, bro?
Yeah, but not for nothing. Body wise, they're exactly the same, though.
Yes.
Not for nothing. Their body wise the same, but it's just that that tick. Obi don't got the tick, man.
Obi don't got the tick.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Eric. That's actually my cousin right there.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Cuzzo?
Yeah, fucking guy, man. I've been trying to get him to do stuff with me too, man. It's like pulling teeth, but it's all good. Yeah, man.
I would take Obi 10 points, 5 rebounds from Obi Toppin every night. You know what's sad about that comment is because Obi was picked 8th overall, and you should want more for your draft picks. But all right, cool. We was good with Frank Ntilikina with averaging 6 points and three assists. But all right.
Uh,
10 points,
uh,
5 rebounds.
are we gonna start that, man? Did Obi top? I mean, did Frank Ntilikina ever average 6 points a game?
He did, but he whacked. So let's move on.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah.
Obi Toppin, cool. Like I got nothing against dude, but like when you look at it, like our so-called team's best player, and he probably is our team. No, he is our team's best player. Going into the season, we drafted a guy who plays the same position as him. It's like how Tibbs and we kind of know what type of coach Tibbs is. How the hell Tibbs gonna take Randall off the floor?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
So what's this? Let's say like what would fix that? Because we kind of do have a hole at the forward spot. So with the Knicks, like we talked about it before. We just had that Knox episode. Like Knox, if Knox shows up, then that's the guy. You know that he would definitely help us a lot in that forward spot. You know what I'm saying? So we really don't have like a solid guy there. You know, so what can we do to fix that? To upgrade that position?
I don't know about this season.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a convo we can have like next off season. We got to see how the NBA shakes out before we got that convo.
Yeah.
So you basically saying to me, you don't see RJ as the long term three. You see him as the long term shooting guard.
Who, RJ?
Yeah.
No, I like. Well, that's another conversation because RJ, like what do you see from RJ? Because RJ, he did have his normal 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He still had RJ like stuff, but I don't remember anything that he did the whole game. It was very like he just played like a pro. He just did like pro stuff, and then by the end of the game, oh shit, he had 17 points. You know.
You want to know what's so funny? Tibbs had RJ playing spot up duties in the first quarter, and I kind of didn't like it, but I kind of understood why, because you got Kimber and Evan Fournier and Randall. It's like it's like where RJ going to get the touches from.
Yeah.
So I think in the second half he started getting a few more touches. But RJ looks good, man. I like the role that he's in. You don't want to rush him. He's going to be the X factor. I really like his game. He's solid. He's a boring basketball player, good defender. He gets to the rack. He uses his right hand. That's the main thing with me. I need him to go to his right more. He got to use his right hand more. I read the scouting report. It just say left hand, left, and left hand.
Yeah. One thing I would say about RJ too, that he's athletic and this and the other, but it looks like his feet are stuck to the ground. Like, he doesn't really like lift, like his feet are just dragging all up and down the court. So that's one thing too about RJ too. But I mean, that's not a knock to him, because I mean, that's the same thing. Like just bringing it back to our perspective. If we show up on the court like just playing pickup, and then you realize that you got good players. Okay, listen, I can't dominate the paint because I got another dude down there that's just he's just as good as me. So while he's down there, let me come up here because I know he can't play out here. You know what I'm saying? And then like you might have another guy that's like you want to be the point guard, but the other guy is good too. So maybe you got to play a little bit off of him because you can see that he can do his thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that dilemma. So you got to try to find your spot of how you can contribute in the game. Maybe it might not be something that you want to do, but it's something that you have to do just to fit in with everything.
Yep. So I mean, we're gonna see. We got a lot of options on offense. So I think we're gonna be a top 5 offense. We got a lot of options. So I just need RJ to go out there and just be aggressive. He just gotta stay aggressive when the ball comes his way. He gotta know what he's going to do before he does it. That's all. I believe in him now, and I believe that Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier is going to elevate his game. So I can't wait.
Yeah, I think it's really gonna come out in the tape. When the guys watch tape and stuff, they're gonna see like how they can get their shot, where they can be at, how they're gonna get it from the other team. I think that's really what it's gonna take. I don't think it's gonna take long either, man. I think the Knicks, because right now that's one thing that impressed me too. Every single player that came out there was in shape. You know what I'm saying? That impressed me. But that was the complete opposite on Indiana. Some of those guys look like they just woke up, like, oh my God, we playing basketball tonight? So that's the one thing that I was very impressed with, man.
Gym rats. We got them gym rats. You hear Quickly? Quickly is a gym rat. I can't trade Emmanuel Quickly. I can't
Yeah.
put him in trades, man. You can't trade guards like that because I don't know his ceiling. I don't know how good he could become.
Yo, he almost had a triple double. He had 10, 6, and 7 in 21 minutes.
Quickly,
He's good.
yeah.
He's good, man.
You want to know something crazy? He averaged 7 assists in summer league, and he had 7 assists, 0 turnovers in yesterday's game.
Yeah.
Is he a point guard? I'm confused. But we going to stay tuned.
Yo, one thing you got to give him credit. He's a student of the game. He's definitely going to get better, and he wants to get better, and he wants to prove it to you that he's getting better. Which I like.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out to some of these other guys too, McBride and stuff. They didn't really play, but in those interviews, you can hear the way they talk about Walker, the way they talk about Rose and stuff. What's the name, McBride? He said that Rose is more athletic, and he said that Walker's more angles and stuff. So I thought that was dope, man.
yeah,
Guys are hungry. Guys are just fucking hungry.
yeah. I was like, yo, Quickly is going to be good. He played better. He played well. He got smart. He got smarter. He went all the way to the basket on the drive too. Ain't stop out for a mid range jumper. Something he ain't never do last season. So
Yeah,
you see them boys working. You see Obi working too because he took it coast to coast. Last year he probably didn't have the confidence to do that, so he did that this season.
yeah,
So we
man.
seen it. We seen the magic.
Yo, even a guy I want to shout out to Aaron Sims because he physically looked different when he came out there. He didn't play a lot. He only played 2 minutes, but his shoulders were like boulders. Just physically he looked like a different player compared to what we saw in summer league. So it's just a testament to just them watching the guys that are already here work. Because he said that he never seen anybody work like Julius Randle. He said he never seen the way that Kevin. He never seen this before. So just being a sponge, with our veterans, just leading by example and stuff like that is just going to help out. Because a guy like Amir Sims, like I said, with the forward spot, we kind of got a little bit of a hole. So if Amir Sims goes to like Westchester and could play well, he might find himself on the regular team too. So opportunity is there. You know.
I want Knox to play, bro.
Yeah, me too, man. I kind of want him to play too.
Y'all want Knox to play, but the only way he's gonna play is if he show out. And then even if he does show out, I don't think Tibbs is gonna play him because Alec Burks. This is what somebody said to me today on Twitter. I want to know if you agree with this. You know, a guy gets paid said contract always has to play over said guy who makes less money. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, that used to be the case though.
You still think that's the case now? Because I've seen Eric Spoelstra bench damn near 60 million in salaries for Tyler Hero and those boys.
Yeah.
So I've seen it done.
Yeah, the NBA now is a little bit different, but back in the days that was the case totally. You can go down even back as far as the Ewing era because I mean back then it was only guys, it was only like two guys that made $1 million. Everybody else was like in the thousands and stuff. So those guys that had made that money, they had to play, Yeah. So that's just the way it was back then. But now it's a little different. Everybody basically got enough money to handle. So you can fool around with guys like even the Knicks. They say like I think Rose is like our second highest player paid player. Is he? If I'm not mistaken. So, but Rose is definitely coming off the bench.
Every 4 years is our second highest player.
Okay, but Rose is like the third, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's the third.
Yeah. But that's it right there, man. It's just a different NBA now. The money stuff is not really as much like politics. I don't think there's too much politics. The only politics I see is like guys that are like known to be knuckleheads. The NBA just has zero tolerance for that. So they're trying to hide a lot of these knuckleheads, in around the league. But outside of that, I don't really see too much politics out there as far as salaries and stuff.
Yeah. Man. I just know this. Like if you're a GM and you draft said player, you're gonna want to see said player succeed.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that everybody's on the same page. Uh, I will say this: I would like to see Knox get a fair shot though,
Yeah.
just one last time. Because if he don't, then you should trade him. You can't just let these dudes keep walking out the door. You gotta
Yeah.
trade these dudes, man.
Well, yeah. Well, you got to give Tibbs credit though, because Tibbs was kept bringing up Knox. Nobody asked him, and he kept mentioning Knox's name. So he's at least trying to make him relevant within the media, and then within us too, to keep that voice that name alive.
Mm.
So I think that he's going to give the kid a chance, but he can only give him but so much. If he can't like get with the program as far as where everybody else is on the same level at least, then he'll be out of here. I don't think he'll be here.
It's all
You know?
about role. Like, what is his role going to be? And whatever his role is, that's what he needs to work on.
Yeah.
He don't have no defined role. So what the hell is he going to work on?
Nah, I think Tibbs definitely gave him a role, and then he just not taking it.
I mean, how he supposed to take it? He
You
got to get time on the court.
Nah, you got to earn the time, man. That's not how Tibbs is rolling.
Obi ain't earned his time. We know how that go. That's MSG politics. Come on now.
Yeah, but yeah, that could have been that. But who else was coming off the bench though in that forward spot?
I don't know, man.
You know
Play
that.
Knox.
Yeah, Knox is the only other guy. So between Knox and Obi, you kind of want Obi because at least the one thing about the difference between Knox and Obi is that Obi plays extremely hard. You know what I'm saying? So if he's gonna
Yeah,
play hard like that, you can't really say nothing. You kind of gotta give him the minutes because he's playing extremely hard.
yeah. I get that though. Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin motor is never off. I
Yeah,
get him that. And I can't wait to see Grimes either. My boy Trey, yo, I can't wait to see Grimes either. I can't wait to see that.
yeah. I want to see all those guys. Hopefully tomorrow we get a nice little shot so they can. I mean, because it's definitely they playing with a bunch of young guys like tomorrow, like I said. So tomorrow will probably be the best time to play. And then because we played them twice. We played Washington tomorrow, then we played them for the last game. So let them fool around for this game, and then that last game, I would like to smoke them in that last game if we can.
I think we might smoke them all. I got
Yep,
that. I got that feeling. I got.
I'm hoping so, man. I think we got the talent. I think we got the talent all the way down to the last guy, man. Whoever we put in there, I think we're gonna do well.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Tim specifically said, "Oh, we Toppin and Kevin Knox." I felt like he was talking directly to me. I don't know. I don't know if you like been listening to the pod. I don't know if you've been listening to us, but I felt like he was talking to me because I watched Kevin Knox and Obi Toppin last season together on the court, and I was like, "Oh, they got some chemistry going. Play them together." But
Yeah.
it's like it never happened. It never went through. So
This is true. This is what Mensa's saying. Knox did outplay Obi in the beginning,
he did.
but
That's true.
yeah, but that jump shot, he was hitting the jump shot in the beginning, but I guess there's something else that Tom Thibodeau saw, like as far as the effort or whatever, the energy, he just wasn't bringing it the way that he wanted. That's all I can really say, because I mean I will give credit, like Knox was hitting that jump shot, but he wasn't doing nothing else, you know, he
Yeah.
wasn't really contributing to the game like that, you know.
I like this. That's why I like RJ because RJ, if his shot is wavering, I know you seen the athletic report when they say they want Cam Reddish to be like RJ Barrett.
Yeah,
And here's my thing with RJ. He could be shooting bad. He'll still defend. He'll still rebound. And he'll still assist. Like he's never going. Like he always got the focal game face. And that's the best trait about him.
yeah, he could play ball. You're always talking about the hockey assists. Saying RJ is really good at that. Getting the ball and feet, and soon to getting rid of it to somebody else. So, especially now with the guys that we have, we kind of need to do this like that. So, RJ's gonna be that guy, man. You know, I'm excited, man. I'm so excited for this team. I feel like nobody can guard us. The only way we lose is if we lose the game for ourselves. That's the only way I think.
So two things can't happen, and then we'll be straight. Mitch and Nerlens cannot be hurt at the same time at no point this season. Both of
Well,
them cannot be hurt at the same.
well, we didn't get a chance to talk about that. What do you think about Taj and Sims the way they played?
Oh, I love the way they play, but Sims needs some seasoning. He needs some sazon on his game. I can't throw him out there game one. He too. Nah,
He
he
need
would
the
get.
seasoning that's on the MSG burger, right?
Yeah. Whatever they put on, man. But Sims and Taj was good. But Taj could space the floor. That's why Randall was getting one on ones every time.
Yeah.
Taj will and can shoot the three.
Well, both of those guys, that if you give them the ball, they can make an attempt at scoring the basketball, especially Taj. Taj got some good footwork in the post, and he made a couple nice plays in there. And because it forces the other team to make a decision. Do you double team Taj to get the ball out of his hands, or do you let Taj score? Because Taj could score. You know,
Yeah, Taj could definitely score. Listen, Evan Fournier dropping 30. Listen, man. If Evan Fournier drops 30 before RJ Barrett, I would be annoyed.
only you, man. Only you would be annoyed.
Nah, let me stop. That would be nice though. He gonna get 30 and 10. I need 10 assists with that.
You need 10 assists with the 32. Damn. So that means that he took RJ spot, he took Kemba's spot, he took Randall's spot, everything, right?
Nah, Fournier is due for a 30 piece every what 10 games or so. He due for a 30 piece. He due
Yeah.
for 40 piece this season too.
Yo, when if he dropped 30, man, the freaking guard is gonna go nuts, bro. You know that already. And we win in that game. If he gets 30, we win in that game.
Yeah, when you gotta sacrifice one Frenchman for another, and they got the same agent.
Yeah. Yo, I can see it now, man. Like him dropping 30 points and we win, and Mike Breen just play every for you for three, bang! Oh my god, everybody's gonna go freaking crazy. Come on, man.
RJ
Man.
and Irving. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice little tandem. But I wanted a young wing with RJ, man. But it's all right.
We can still do that though. Like I said, the young wing actually is Obi, you know. But if you don't like that, then it's possible to make that trade to get somebody else. So who is that young wing that you want?
I don't know. I can't get
Speak,
nobody. You can't
speak
get
now.
nobody. You can't get nobody I want. So I just gotta hope that RJ becomes a superstar.
We'll,
So
we'll throw it out there. Like, let's say it don't have to be a specific player, but just like matter of fact, I want a specific player. I don't just want a type. I wanted this type. Nah, what's a specific player?
uh, wings that I would like next to RJ. I would love Jalen Brown. I love Tatum.
Jalen Brown's a 20-point scorer though.
Okay, so him and RJ would be elite together. You kidding me?
Well, if Jalen Brown was on his team, RJ would be on the bench.
No, RJ would be starting next to him.
I don't know about that.
Jalen Brown will play the two.
He'll play the 2, and RJ will play the 3.
Yeah,
I'm with that. I'm with that.
Tatum should not be playing the 4. That's stupid.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Fournier coming off the bench is deadly though.
I
I
might
think so.
start Fournier at point guard. I
Who's that?
might. I
With
might.
Fournier at point guard.
I might.
So where's Walker?
Oh wait, come on now. Now you want some Infinity Ultron.
Yo, man, I got the reality stone right here. You know what I'm saying? I still got it right here. The reality stone. Yeah, but I get it, man. To have somebody a little bit more elusive. But like if you close your eyes and squint, maybe wear some shades. Fournier kind of look like Jalen Brown a little bit. A little bit.
Fournier is yo, he's a great pickup, dog. I'm not even gonna lie, yo. That was a good pickup. I'm literally sitting in a lounge, like I'm surprised. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, I ain't used to this. Because he was the 2-man game with him and Randall could be so lethal because you can't sag off Kemba. You can't sag off RJ. I'm about to start. If RJ shooting 5 threes a game, I'm about to start calling him RJ Thompson. I'm telling you now. I'm about to start calling RJ Thompson or RJ Allen. I don't know which one sounds more catchy. I'm figure out soon. Yo, I'm holla at you, brother. Yo, you already? Oh, nah, you can take this downstairs for me?
Yeah,
even better. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
RJ Thompson, I'm telling you, RJ Thompson? Yo.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't. But I really like the offense, and I really like how Evan Fournier, he just takes so much pressure off Julius Randle.
And that shift, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Good one, Brody.
Yo, you too, brother. Have a blessed weekend. Yo, and from earlier, I know I'm stuttering and stuff.
That's cool. We need to get your man on the show. I feel like he's like on the show almost every other pod.
Nah, that's a different.
That's a different dude. Oh, okay. That's me being racist.
Yeah, this guy. Oh man, but Julius Randle, bro, I really gotta ask you this. He took 14 shots. I gotta ask you this again. Did it feel like he took 14 shots? To me, it felt like he only took 5 shots. And the reason why is because, and I said this to you, Dog, I said, yo, if Randle plays off ball, he could be unstoppable. Because you can't sag off, right? And then if you play up, Randle could go past you. I kind of trust him off the dribble now a little bit. He earned my trust. I kind of trust him off the dribble. So
that's everybody though. You know, like my man here saying, Mansa, I thought this is you. I thought this is your burner account here.
Yes. Oh, my burner? Nah, no burner.
Yeah,
you crazy, man.
But it's the truth because I mean, look, Julius Randle coming down the court, he don't have the pressure. You know, he don't have the pressure to sit there and do all that step backs and all that between his move leg stuff. He don't have that pressure. He could come down, do 1-2 moves. If the shot's not there, pass it up. You know what I'm saying? Make a cut. You know, somebody come around, bucket. You know, somebody's gonna get a bucket. I don't know how do you guard this team? I feel like that's something that we should talk about. Like, how do you guard this team? You know, rather than just like the little side stories or whatever, just for real. Like, how do other teams approach the Knicks? What's the scouting report on the Knicks? How do you stop us? You know?
I don't know. Once Tibbs goes small, I'm telling you, once he says, yo, all right, man, shoot, rip the goddamn play sheet up. Yo, put Randle at the 5. Once he puts Randle at the 5, the offense is going to be really, oh my God. I can see it now.
Yeah, we got enough for a lot, man. We can. I mean, we could play like 4 point guards, man. If you consider Burks a point guard, we could play all 4 of them at the same time with Randle or something, or with Mitch. You know, we could get real stupid with the lineups if we want to, because that's the type of team we have. We have enough talent to do shit like that if we want to. You know, just to do it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we got enough talent. We got enough talent to play all types of lineups. We could go small. I believe. Was he running a 3-guard lineup? Did I see the 3-guard lineup? Yes, I did. I seen Quickley, Rose, and Kemba on the court together.
Yeah, Burke too. Burke was out there a couple times with like 2 other guards.
Yeah, so I mean, and Tibbs did say he was going to experiment with that. So I mean, he's trying. I mean, he's doing. Yeah. He just ain't putting nobody that's not a 5 at the 5. That's my issue. That's my real issue with him.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Tomorrow's gonna be exciting because Julius is not playing, so that's definitely gonna be like that's the biggest question mark that we have on the roster. If we could complain, you know, that's like the biggest question mark. Who's guarded? I mean, who's backing up? You know, Julius, but you know, Obi's gonna get that spotlight, so he's got to prove it, man. This is his go time. You know, this is his NBA moment right now to show everybody, listen, I'm here, man. You know, Summer League was one thing, the NBA is another thing, and I proved that I can do both. So, you know, I'm definitely rooting for the kid, man.
Nah, me too. I'm definitely rooting for him. But if Tibbs come out and he starts Nerlens with Taj Gibson in the front court, we gonna fight. Yo,
Yeah.
telling you he gonna do that. I'm telling
Yeah,
you
I
he
got a
gonna do
feeling.
it.
I got a feeling.
Look, I got a feeling.
Yeah, we're gonna be back to back on that one, man. We're gonna be like this behind, back to back.
Yo, I could see it now, like Nerlens, Taj, RJ, Evan Fournier, and Kemba Walker. And then we sitting in our crib. No, I know I'm gonna be here. So I'm gonna be sitting in the lounge. I'm gonna be looking, I'm gonna be like, Tibbs, you fucking bitch. excuse
Damn.
my language, yo.
He's a senior citizen, man. So he get accessoride. He can qualify for accessoride, man.
The one time you got Obi, you got a clear path to start Obi, you still start Taj? I'm not even gonna be surprised. I ain't gonna be surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see, man. Well, I mean, let's before we get out of here, let's talk about the Wizards roster because that's the next game. Want to give like a quick insight on that? Have you checked out the Wizards roster?
We definitely can.
Yeah, I'm trying to see when was the last time they played.
So the matchup that I'm looking for most is Obi Toppin versus Roy. Roy played in the Olympics, so I'm most looking forward to that. I don't give a damn about Kyle Kuzma. Mr. Unvaccinated. I don't even want to mention his name, but his jersey number is 3. You got
Run down that roster. That roster, they got a decent roster, not for nothing.
They do because I like Thomas Bryant, Caldwell Pope. He's a champion. He could defend. Spencer Dinwiddie was coming off the ACL. Was it ACL? I think it was ACL, but he's coming off that injury. He's healthy. Daniel Gafford, he's a good player. He can protect the rim. You got Roy Hachimura. I like Roy. Personally, I think Roy is going to be a high-end starter. So, could be all-star someday. Like, I really like his talent. I think he's going to be really good.
Shout out to Kispert. This is the guy Kispert they just drafted.
Yeah, they got Corey Kispert. Yep. Kyle Kuzma and Aaron Holiday. They have a solid roster.
Harrell too.
Yep. Isaiah Todd.
Yeah, they got a decent roster. A lot of names there, man. If they, I don't know who their coach is. I forgot his name, but he's like a one of the players' son or whatever. He's like their coach. So if he can implement the defense and all the stuff that he's known for, they might actually do something.
Yeah. They got Denny too. They got a solid roster. They roster not trash. I'm not even going to listen. We can hate a lot of people. We Knicks fans, but I believe that me and Diehard, well, not me, but Diehard, he's realistic a lot of the time. Me, I'm just shooting for the stars.
The reality stone. I got the reality stone.
Oh, so but I think me and both agree. Like the Wizards do have a good roster. Like their roster, it's not like us playing them last year preseason.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like they got a good roster. I say this: the Knicks starting 5 made Indiana starting 5 look like a summer league team. Like that's how. Like that was eye opening for me. Like you made them look like they shouldn't even be on the court. To the point where the coach subbed out their 5 starters, and you don't see that in preseason. That means you getting your butt kicked.
Yeah, that means you're gonna get a tongue lashing in the locker room, after the game or whatever, But they were sure they had some injuries over there, Levert, and then what's the other kid? That's always hurt. The kid with the braids on Indiana is always hurt. They have those guys that are not playing too. So you got to give credit to them. But they still got enough talent on that team to at least show up. But the Knicks are totally annihilated them. They were trying to come back a little bit, but the Knicks just held them down. They had no chance against us in that first game.
Yeah, man. Wild boy Trey pause.
I'm all about the pause life, man. I freaking love the pause game.
Oh man. Yo, I know for a fact Emmanuel Quickley loves Tibbs. Tibbs loves Quickley. I'm telling you right now, Tibbs is not trading Quickley. I think Tibbs would get himself fired before he trades Quickley. And he did. I think that's how serious they're. Like when you see the relationship from far, I think that's how deep it is with those two.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Rose is getting old. Kemba Walker's also getting old too, man. So you're talking about maybe like between this year, next year, maybe or so. When these guys really start showing that weakness, I guess. Emmanuel quickly could get in there right now. I feel like today, like we talked about that before. If he was on like say Detroit, let's say if Quickly was on Detroit instead of that other French kid that they got over there, Emmanuel Quickly would be a household name. Because he'll have the position to just take over. I think Quickly would be ready for that if he was the only guy that we had.
I love Quickley. If he does, whoop-de-doo, man. Whoop-de-doo. But the thing is, we got to sign an all-star caliber player in 2024 before we re-sign Quickley. Because you could re-sign a young guy after their third season. So I would like for us to have somebody in the building before we re-sign Quickley. So we're going to see.
We'll see. I mean, because RG is definitely going to be up for our extension also.
He's getting an extension. We don't even got to talk about that next.
$40 million though.
He about the.
Yeah, but all of his like peers are getting 40 million straight off the rip.
RJ gonna get his money. It might not be 40 million. He gonna get his money though.
I don't know. 40 million, man. That's
the
number.
I wouldn't pay RJ 40 million. Nah, he could get 30. Nah, he can't get 40. He gotta become damn good. And the only reason why Luka got that money because of accolades.
Well, not Luka though. Not Luka. Luka deserved the money. Say Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. He didn't deserve 40 million. What did he do to get 40 million?
It's 170, and then it goes up to incentives to 200 million. So yeah, you're right. What did he do to get that? You're right.
Yeah, but still 170 is a lot too, though. You're talking about what, 35 mil?
It is a lot.
That's a lot of bread, man.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, on a dream. He didn't get there yet. He averaged what, 19? That's only 2 more points than RJ Barrett averaged.
What would you pay RJ?
You see, those questions are for you, not for me.
All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you live. I'll let you live. We'll say that for the next one.
Yeah, but realistically though, it's gonna be like 30 something. He's got his money is gonna be 30 something.
Well, this year though, you gotta play really well.
Yeah, I think he got 2 more seasons, right? 2 more seasons before we have to really worry about that. RJ, well, this year is this season. Then the next season, I think he has a qualifying offer. Team option. That's good, man. We got a team option for the 22-23 season, and then after that, that 23 off season is when we got to pay him.
Yeah. So, oh man, we're gonna see. They're gonna pay my boy, but I hope it's a great value contract. We got Randall on a value contract. Value. He left money on the table for him. So I respect it. RJ leave money on the table. They building a real culture.
Yo, 2023, there's a team option on Derrick Rose, team option on Alec Burks, team option on Nerlens Noel, team option on Obi, team option on basically everybody. So, yo, man, our front office is the fucking shit. In 2023, the only player that's guaranteed is Evan Fournier. No, excuse me, Evan Fournier and Julius Randle. The only two players that are guaranteed according to what I'm looking at right now. And I'm looking at Basketball Reference at the moment.
So you add up those contracts. You know Kemba gonna sign back, and if he signed for $8 million, he's gonna sign back for the low. So imagine adding all of that talent, and then the cap go up to 171. in 2025.
Yeah. Hopefully, guys like Quentin Grimes are ready to ascend. McBride is ready to ascend. Maybe Quickly finally is ready to take his spot too. So that's a lot to look forward to, man. There's a lot of good. There's so much good stuff to talk about with the Knicks. It's not. It just doesn't end. It never ends. People really need to stop
Oh,
and look at what's going on, man. Like we really, this like it never ends. We are in good shape from now into like for like the next, what is this, 1, 2, 3, next 3 years. We are set.
mm, you
Wow,
said
man.
next 3 years, and who's under contract in 2025? Nobody. Just I think it's just Julius Randle.
That's it. The only player, and maybe RJ. Because we're gonna have to pay RJ. Or 2025. Also, yeah, nobody. I think at that point it would just be Julius Randle and RJ. Crazy.
Crazy. And all you got to do is resign RJ. Remember, Quickly and Obi. I guess both of them they would be getting paid in 2023.
Yeah,
Their contract is after 3 years. Um, we gonna see. We gonna see.
yeah. We're gonna see. That's like a podcast for another day.
Yes, sir. I'm tired. I see you tired. Yo, you look exhausted,
Yeah,
bro.
I look exhausted every single time you see me on the screen, man. I don't know how the fuck I do it, man. I don't know how you do it either, yo. We both are freaking burning the candle at both ends for these damn Knicks, man. It's unbelievable.
It's alright. they,
Yeah,
they skip the time. They can get the time.
yeah.
Um, that's all I got, dog. I'm tired. You tired. It's Friday night. I know a lot of y'all is having a good time. I appreciate y'all in the chat though. Our boy Trey Quiet Money, Finesse Fu J, Sherwin M, Eric Chapman, Mark Irving, uh,
It's a lot of
Devon.
guys, man. Shout out
Yeah,
to shout out to all these guys.
that's
Sherman, shout out to Sherman. He was coming at me for my Ed Pickney video that I did like damn near almost 2 years ago. So people, I appreciate it. People are going deep into the archives and pulling up old videos and commenting. So I appreciate that, man. You guys could see where the podcast was in the beginning and where it is now, man. While we're here, like we always do at the end, shout out the audio platforms. State's podcast, State of the New York Knicks. You can find the audio podcast on any of these platforms here. And State is busy too. He's trying to stay busy, trying to do his thing too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But we come together every so often, man, to do this dire state of mind, man.
yes,
I
sir.
appreciate you guys, bro.
Yes, sir. Well, we definitely gonna speak tomorrow halftime. Hopefully they don't ask me to do some nonsense like they asked me last time. But yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. The halftime show. Showing Ed Pickney is like family. Y'all don't get paid for us goddamn Knicks. Yeah, I'm King Ribby, you're damn right. You're damn right, King Ribby. Y'all don't get paid for us damn Knicks. Yeah, man. But it's all right.
Yeah, they need to call us, man, and give us a night show, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
Go on MSG after dark.
I will honestly say this before I get out of here. Yo, the podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play. I already said it. Go check Diehard Knicks podcast, man. Link everywhere, man. I always share the stuff, man. Go on Twitter. Yeah, know everything. I want to ask you this question, and
Are you proposing?
yeah, I'm proposing. I want to ask you a question. So trade deadline comes. Cause I'm gonna record. I'm gonna make sure I record this part for my phone for future record. Trade deadline comes. You think the Knicks is gonna make a trade for All Star?
This trade deadline?
Yeah.
It's the seeds are definitely planted to do it, man. Because we got all our picks. Still, we got OB. We got guys that we can get rid of. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible. I already said it. I think the Knicks could win a championship this year. I really think they could. With everything imploding around us, like we said in the beginning of the show, like everything is burning around us in the East, at least. You know what I'm saying? So Chicago seemed like they might actually be for real. So I think that might be the real fight. Chicago, maybe Miami looks nice too. So I mean, there's still a fight to be had, but there's a couple firestorms around the East. So maybe if the Knicks get close to the trade deadline and we have a dog fight, and we just one player and we make a trade for that whatever that player is,
Ben Simmons.
it could be. It could be.
We gonna get Ben Simmons for Burks, Knox, and 2 first rounds.
If Philly keeps asking for like 50 first round draft picks, the Knicks have like 5 of them.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
We'll
So we can
both Dallas picks. Take those 2.
Yeah, we can give them 3. We can give them 3 first round picks, and we still have left, some left. So if they want 3 first round picks, yeah.
How could? And you want to know what's so bad? Each day that passes by, Ben Simmons is on Philly. His value gets worse. It's getting worse right now. You see them lights in the background? It's getting worse. It's getting really bad for Philly. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do with Ben Simmons. And I'll tell you this. Knicks had a guy like Ben Simmons, and you don't give up. If you don't give up Quickley, I don't know how that's possible, but if you don't give up Quickley and Obi in that deal, and you still got RJ, and you still got,
we got to give up somebody though, man.
I'm not giving up Quickley. That's dead. so we
got to give up somebody though.
Who you giving up? Obi?
You got to give up $30 million.
I gotta give up. So bye Obi. Who's next? I don't want to trade Obi neither though, to be honest with you.
But you got to trade something to get Ben Simmons. See, that's the hard decision. You got to say goodbye to your favorite player to get that guy that's going to get us a chip. And
they don't need Nerlens because they got Andre Drummond. Philly dumb. What are they doing?
I don't know.
They just dumb. I don't know. Whatever. Oh man, Philly dumb, bro. They're in the worst spot. The spot that they're in, like, I'm gonna put it like this. If this was 2K, if I'm in the spot that Philly's in, you know what I would have did? Joel Embiid his bags would have been packed last week. I'd have packed his bags last week. I'd have told the fans already, I'd have literally fired Doc Rivers. I'd have fired him.
Everybody would have been gone if it was me, man.
I'm firing the general manager, Elton Brand. I'm firing him. I'm firing everybody. I'm trading Embiid. I'm getting maximum value for Embiid. I'm trading Embiid. I would trade Embiid to the Warriors, and I would destroy the Warriors' assets. Give me Kuminga. Give me Moody. And I want Wiseman. You could take Embiid. Take him. I'll throw him on your front door. Yeah, you take Embiid. Now, Ben Simmons, you're out of here. I would trade him to a place. I don't know where I would trade him to, but I know he would be out of there too. And my team would be a nice tank team for next season. If it was me.
Yeah, it's about time. There's already like a season already too late. Maybe 2 seasons too late. It should have been to something.
2 seasons too late.
Maybe 1 season, right? 1 season too late. They should have did something about that.
I would have paid Jimmy Butler top dollar. It for me personally, I'd have kept Jimmy Butler and still paid Ben Simmons. Told him, deal with it, yo. Dead serious. Yo, work it out. Great players. When you want to win championships, dog, and you're a great player, you adjust your game accordingly to win a championship. Philly could have won a chip if Kawhi just wasn't so legendary.
Yeah. Some of the guys are putting some good trades in the chat here. But I guarantee you wouldn't do it not near one of these trades. But I mean, something's got to happen, man. If you want to get a player of that caliber, you got to give players away. But with the intent to win the championship, because you don't trade them just to be like, okay, I traded all these guys for this one guy, but we still need more. You know what I'm saying? It would have to be like that guy that you could see that's gonna be the one to elevate us to that next level.
that trade, that 2004 Detroit Pistons Rasheed Wallace trade. Looking for
Yeah,
that trade, but
yeah,
we're gonna see, man. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not trading Randall. We talking about trade. I'm not. There's no. I would never trade Randall for Ben Simmons. That's just ridiculous to me. Philly
I
gonna
don't
want
know.
RJ Barrett, IQ, OB draft picks. See, D Grant. Here's the problem with what you're talking about. They don't have leverage. Imagine them calling Leon Rose and yo, we want RJ Click. You getting hung up on.
Yeah,
You take your Alec Burks and your Kevin Knox and 2 first-round draft picks, and you can get it pushing.
yeah. Alex Berg. I mean, because you do got a massive salary, so Alex Berg, Noel is the well, get him back. Maybe another whoever else is available, and then throw the draft picks in there, and then say, yo, there you go, make a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? And just deal with that because they got a lot of young guys on their roster too that they could build with. So they're gonna have to just think that way. And then once they trade Ben Simmons, and B got to go too. It just gotta be a fire sale.
Yeah,
If they're not thinking that way, then they're bugging. It has to be a fire sale.
definitely. Definitely got to be a fire sale. We'll see though. We'll see though. I don't know, bro. I just think I don't think they got a trade partner right now. I think they just go call Ben Simmons bluff and just take his money. And
Yeah,
Ben Simmons gonna be like, all right, I don't want to be here, so I'm gonna wait.
yeah.
And we're gonna see how that goes.
Would you get a second win?
Me?
Yeah, you just got a second win before. You're like, damn, I'm tired. Now you're like, talk about yo, now all of a sudden you up again. Like,
Oh
damn.
nah, I just thought of that just came to my mind. All right, I'm out of
Yeah.
here. I'm tired.
Yeah, yeah, guys.
All right, Nick Nation. Peace, man.
Yeah, peace, guys. See you guys in the next one.